How does our body protect us against airborne mushroom spores? How does it get rid of the unwanted organisms? How can we avoid getting sick with them? How do the mushrooms digest our dead cells? How do they survive the moisture and heat that are secreted by our skin? Here are some answers to these questions. The spores are caused by fungi growing in damp and dark places. They are not spread by air until they have formed a white, slimy coating on the surface of the place where they are found. Once formed, they cannot be spread to others unless the person carrying them transfers them on his/her body or touches the contaminated object. Otherwise, airborne mushroom spores can stay in the air for as long as the person breathes or moves around. Our body can protect us against airborne mushroom spores by trying to expel the spores as fast as possible before they form on our skin. The immune system of our body uses various protocols to do this. It could either use a natural chemical reaction or use specialized antibodies to fight the infection. This process of fighting the disease is called immunization. This is how medicine protects us from getting sick with the disease. To make sure that the spores do not enter the skin, our body sends antibodies to our skin to identify the spores. If the antibodies find them to be harmless, they prevent the spores from entering the skin. These airborne mushroom spores are released into the air once the antibodies reach the lungs. The spores land on the hands and then travel throughout the whole body, until they find their way into the lymphatic system where they remain for about 24 hours. The problem arises when the body does not recognize these airborne mushroom spores as dangerous and thus does not send its immune system to fight them off. The lymphatic system will then release chemicals such as interferon and thrombin, which kill off the spores. The problem is that the spores will be released into the air again once the interferon and thrombin are released into the air. Thus, we have a double shot of protecting ourselves from the spores. So, how does our body protect us against airborne mushroom spores in this case? Our bodies use various types of cells to help fight off foreign invaders. The white blood cells in our bodies can fight off any infection, whether it is microbial or viral in nature. Since our body is the host to the spores, it is best to keep our immune systems strong. This is done by maintaining a healthy diet, regular exercise, and taking part in stress reduction techniques such as yoga. In order to reduce the risk of having fungal infections, you should also keep the following tips in mind. Eat healthy foods, particularly fresh fruits and vegetables. Staying away from crowded places, especially those with lots of dust and dirt, will prevent you from coming in contact with airborne mushroom spores. The best way to stay healthy is to live an active lifestyle, which means getting plenty of rest, drinking lots of water, and having a regular exercise routine. Water is essential for flushing out toxins from your body. Regular exercise will help keep you fit and healthy. Try not to share living spaces with other people as spores can easily travel through ventilation systems. To sum it up, airborne mushroom spores pose a threat to humans, but by understanding their characteristics and using preventive measures, one can minimize the impact they have on our body system. You should try to stick to a healthy diet, avoid being around crowded areas, and limit your exposure to the outdoors. Water is also essential for flushing out toxins from your body. Thus, you can protect your body from these harmful fungi by knowing more about the nature of fungi and what they are capable of doing to our body. To find out how you can use yoga to protect yourself and be healthy, see the link below for details.